I'm making pot roasted beef brisket, slow cooked with ale and served with a delicious mushroom gravy. So this dish is incredibly simple. It takes a beautiful piece of beef brisket, which I love cooking with. It's got that lovely open, coarse texture, which just flakes beautifully when it's cooked slowly. And then I'm just going to add a few simple flavourings and cook it really nice and slowly. So to start off with, I'm going to take some anchovies. Anchovies and beef go really well together. And don't worry, it won't taste fishy, it's just there for seasoning. So chop the anchovies up. You don't have to go too fine because they'll melt through the beef as they cook. They go into a bowl. And then for some garlic, just squash the garlic and using the flat blade of a knife, just crush them into the board. Into the bowl, and then in with some black pepper and just mix them together. Then take your brisket, and when the brisket's rolled, you get this natural cavity inside. So just take your mixture and stuff it in. Really push it down in there to make sure that flavour works all the way through the beef as it cooks. That's that done. Let's give my hands a wash. So I'm just going to set my casserole at a nice high heat. So when the pan's nice and hot, go with some oil. I'm just going to season the outside of the beef with a little bit of pepper. And then I'm just going to brown the meat to really add some flavour. And when you're searing off a large joint like this, don't keep moving it around the pan. Let it sit for a minute and then turn it so it has a chance to build up that lovely golden brown crust. So now while the beef is searing off, I'm just going to prepare the vegetables. Take a couple of onions and just cut them into fairly thick wedges. And I've just left the root on there so that they stay intact as they cook. And then for the carrots, just into nice thick slices. So once the meat is beautifully browned all over, go in with the vegetables, and then just lift the beef up and sit it on top of the veg, just so it's got a nice base to sit on. And then in with some beer. I'm using an IPA, so really hoppy, citrusy flavours that work beautifully with the beef. Pour that over, and then the lid goes on. Now this needs to cook low and slow, so 170 degrees. Now the beauty of this dish is there's not many ingredients and it's all just about that long, slow cooking process. But for the full recipe, just click on the link. So after about 4 hours, that beef is going to be ready. Oh, that smells amazing. The beer's reduced down, the vegetables are soft, and I know that beef's going to be beautifully tender. I'm just going to take that out to rest for a few minutes. And now for the sauce. I'm just going to set the pan over a high heat. I've got some mushrooms I've just been frying off until they're lovely and golden. They're going to go in. Beef, mushrooms and ale, it's a classic combination. And then I'm just going to pour in some lovely rich beef stock and just stir that together. Give it a stir around as well to gather up all the sticky bits from the outside of the pan. They're just going to add even more flavour. And then that just needs to reduce down to a rich gravy. And then you're ready to serve. So just take your brisket, remove these strings, cut it into thick slices, serve with the gravy, and then scatter over some chopped gherkins to finish, just for a little bit of an acidic kick. Now for more delicious, hearty recipes like this, click on the subscribe button.